are a couple of ladies who know a thing or two about baseball, Mabel and Shirley. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited to meet you and have you on the show this morning.
Well, we're so thrilled to be here that Rockford invited us.
You're welcome anytime.
Hey, we want to make this our home.
Yeah, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? So before we talk about why you're here, we are going to talk a little bit about why you're here, why you two specifically are here. Mabel, you played with Peoria, right?
Right.
And Shirley, you were Rockford Peach.
I was.
That's like a big deal.
It was a big deal at that time, absolutely.
Absolutely. I didn't grow up in Rockford, and my very first experience with Rockford was watching A League of Their Own. So to me, Rockford Peach in the present is very, very, very cool. So tell me a little bit, Mabel, how you ended up with the AAGPBL.
Well, it's just like in the movie. They had a scout come out, and I was playing softball in Inglewood, California, and he says, "Hey, Maybelle, we're going to we have a league, baseball league." And I says, "We want to play professional baseball." And I, "Forget it, there isn't one." He said, "Oh, yes, there is." I says, "Well, forget it, my mother will let me leave the house." Well, we went on about 5 minutes about that. So he says, "Let me follow you home." I said, "Fine, you're wasting your time." So anyway, he did. He followed me home, and my mother wore the pants in the house at that time. And so he was talking to my mother and dad, and she was sitting there saying, "No, no, no, my daughter's not leaving. You're wasting your time." Then he looked at her and said, "Mrs. Blair, don't you understand? We're going to pay her $55 a week." My mother looked over at my father and said, "George, go crank up the car. I'm packing her suitcase," and she's on the next train out of here, and that's where I got in.
How old were you at the time?
I was 18.
Okay, and it was probably a big deal. You're going from California all the way out here?
All the way. Yeah, and I love it.
That's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Shirley, what's your story?
Well, my brother saw an article in the newspaper saying that they were holding tryouts for the All-American Girls Baseball League. Well, I was 16 years old, scared to death, and he wanted me to go down and try out. "No, no, I don't think I can." He says, "Well, I'll take you down." He says, "We'll just sit in the stands and watch." Well, I think he knew that once I got in the stands, there was no way I wasn't going to go down there and try out. And I did, tried out. A couple weeks later, I got a telegram saying to report to spring training in Indiana. Ooh, well, my brother and my dad and I, we're all happy. We're going to go play baseball. And then my mom jumps in and she says, "Wait a minute, I never heard of any girls' baseball league." She says, "How do I know that what's going on down there, taking all those girls down there to Indiana?" She says, "No, I'm going with her." So my mom bought a ticket, went on the train with me. We went to Indiana. She met the chaperone and the manager. They assured her that everything was on the up and up. And so she looked at me and she says, "You can stay."
And so what year was that?
Mine was 1949.
And what year did you start?
1948.
Okay, what year did the whole league start? Do you know?
Yeah, it started in 1943.
Okay, I thought it was a little bit earlier than that.
No, 43 and ended in 54.
Nobody was like sending pictures on Instagram, so that's why your mom didn't believe it was real.
No.
Yeah, we don't have all that modern stuff.
No, very, very different world we live in. However, you do have this. We have to show this. How cool is this baseball cane? And it has your name on it too. And who's all these signatures?
Oh, it's a lot of the LA Dodgers, a lot of our ball players. Sharon and David Robinson, we were at Jackie's 42nd, and a lot of women baseball dignitaries that's on there.
So you walk around and everyone knows you're up to something.
Oh my gosh, yes. They see me coming, they run.
So tell me a little bit about why you're in Rockford. What's going on with the center?
Go ahead, Cheryl.
Well, of course, I hope everybody knows that we have Baseball for All tournament here this week, and we have over 400 girls. And Justine Siegel has brought the team here to Rockford again for another national tournament. And we'd love for the people to come out and see these young girls play. They are just phenomenal. We cannot get over how good brand of baseball that these girls play.
Yeah, we want them to play baseball, give them an opportunity to play baseball, because they always push the girls into softball, but they want to play baseball. So we have formed this now, and we've got thousands and thousands of girls now playing baseball. We want to make Rockford the cradle for women's baseball, which it is. And we'd like to have another league of their own, and that's what we're working for. We're working for the museum, for the IWBC, for women from all over the world, not only the American girls, but all women. And we can come here and have our world tournaments right here in Rockford. we would just be thrilled to death. And Rockford now is beginning to support us, and we're so happy about it.
Yeah.
We're just thrilled to death.
That's super incredible. My 4-year-old nephew's really good at baseball, and
Is
I
he?
used to play softball, so he makes me pitch to him, and I pitch underhand, and he yells at me. So he would have loved if I would have played baseball instead, but I tell him I'm more accurate underhand, so we still play. So you talked about what you want to do in the future. We know that Penny Marshall, you know, she left us recently, last year, I think maybe the year before, and she was director of A League of Their Own. So there's a celebration happening in Rockford in her name, right? And
Yes.
soon.
Very soon.
September, right?
September.
Yeah, September.
And what can we expect with that, do you know?
Well, we're hoping that we're going to raise a lot of money. And Rockford, I understand, is doing a fantastic job. And I am so thrilled. You have no idea about, I think I might be able to live another year, you know, raising all this money for our big dream of having a museum. And we're putting up the pylon of Penny Marshall and honoring her there across from Bayer Stadium where the Rockford Peaches play ball. And I hate the Rockford Peaches to this day, you know. But this is what it's all about, and we need all the support and help that we can get.
Wonderful. So more information at internationalwomensbaseballcenter.org. Thank you both so much for coming. Like I said, come back anytime.
Hey, I'm ready.